Section 2, New Garden Task. You want to change the layout of your garden. You need to work out how many fence panels and posts to buy for your garden and how much grass seed to buy. Question 1. You want to put up a fence along the top edge of the garden. Work out how many fence panels and how many posts you need. Click on the eye to find the information you need. So here's a picture of the fence. Well, this is where we want to put the fence, the top edge of the garden. Let's scroll down. There's the scale. Here's how much grass seed is in each box. So we want to put these fence panels along the top of here. Each panel is 1.8 meters. Each post is 0.1 of a meter. So a panel plus a post is 1.9 meters. Let's find how many of those will go across the garden. 1.6 divided by 1.9 is 5 panels, and we're going to need an extra post to finish it off at the end. 5 panels, 6 posts. Question 2. Draw on all the fence panels and posts you need to the correct places on the scale plan of the garden. Label your fence panels and posts clearly by adding the label to the correct places. Let's have a look. So we've got different size fence panels and one type of fence post. Let's start with a post. Just drag and drop to where you need it. And it's going to be that fence panel, because using the scale we can see that this is the one that's just under 2 meters long. Okay. These can be a little bit tricky to get in the right place, especially if your computer is just misbehaving a little bit. But hopefully you can take it part way and then pick it up again. Yeah, there we go. This can take a while and can be a little bit fiddly. The examiner marks to within plus or minus 2 of these squares, so you've got to be reasonably accurate but not absolutely perfect. I've managed to get the fence panels and the place where I'm putting them on one window now, so there's less scrolling up and down, which is good. Can go faster. One, two, three, four, five. 5 panels, 6 posts. And then we've got to label them. This is very annoying because the text is sometimes bigger than where you need it to be. I'm going to see if I can get away without resizing the boxes by putting them below each other like that. Remember, you're not being marked on art, you are being marked on maths, but it needs to be reasonably neat and tidy. Okay, that looks okay. Question 3. There is grass in part of your garden. You want grass all over. You need to buy grass seed. Work out how much you need, where A equals the area that needs grass in seed in square meters, and R the amount of seed to use in grams for each square meter. This sounds complicated, but all it is a straight substitution into this formula. You need to replace all the letters with numbers. So you need to replace A and R. A is the area that needs grass seed. So let's go and have a look at our information again. The garden is 9.6 metres by 14 metres. We only need to seed half of that, this triangle here. So let's find out what the area would be. 9.6 times 14 divided by 2, 67.2 square metres. And R is the amount of seed to use in grams for each square metre. Let's see if that's on the information anywhere. Okay, use 45 to 50 grams of seed for every square metre of grass. If we take the minimum here, say 45, and find out what 67.2 times 45 would be, 3,024 grams. So we're going to need at least a 2.5 kilogram box and a 500 kilogram box. Arguably a little bit more, possibly one of each, because that was the minimum. Let's see what the maximum we would need would be. So we're going to need between 3,024 and 3,360 grams. So we're going to need, that would give us 2.5, 3, that would give us 3,250. I think we are going to need one of each. So let's say 3,250, which is the amount we can buy in these boxes. Question 4. Work out what boxes of grass seed to buy. Fill in the order form to show how many boxes of grass seed you will buy and the total cost. If you make a mistake, just change it. Good idea to check things as you go along. I seem to be making lots of mistakes on this one. Let's just check. £4.99, £8.75, £26.99, £40.73. You could play around with buying different amounts of different boxes, see if it's cheaper to buy lots of this box or lots of that box, but this will take you more time, and I don't think it asks you to get the cheapest option. Let's just check. No, there's nothing in there that gives you a budget to work to, so you can buy one of each box. Question 5. You should have checked all your calculations. You need to show a check of one calculation. Where is the calculation you will check? I'm going to choose question 1 to check. You can choose any question. In question 1, I added up 9.6 and divided it by 1.9. So I think I'm going to check that one by (1.8) times 5 . So I've checked that 5 fence panels and 6, and that is the end of task 2.